It's Monday morning. A store manager has to decide right now how much stock to order for next 2 weeks. Get it wrong on low side and shelf goes empty. Customer walks out. Sales are lost. Get it wrong on the higher side, you are stuck with unsold stock, wasted food, and cash tied up in the back room nobody can use. Now multiply that by every store, every week, every product category. This isn't a one time problem, it's a decision businesses make over and over again, usually based on a gut feel, a quick glance at last month's numbers, or a spreadsheet that's already a week out of date. Today, I'm going to show you something I built that solves exactly this problem, an AI system called the Predictive Demand Engine. It looks at your sales history, checks the weather forecast, knows about holidays and promotions, and tells you in seconds exactly how much you are likely to sell over the next 2 or 4 weeks. And it tells you how confident it is. Let's dive in. Here's the thing. Most businesses today rely on one of the three methods. Gut feel, a manager decides based on memory and experience. That's inconsistent. It doesn't scale and it walks out of the door when that person leaves. Simple averages, just look at the last few weeks and average it out. The problem that completely ignores seasonality, holidays, weather, and special events, and spreadsheet models. Manually updated, intensive, and usually stale by the time anyone actually opens them. The predictive demand engine replaces all three. Think of it as a highly experienced business analyst who never sleeps, has a perfect memory of every transaction ever made, and can read the weather forecast. It gives you that analyst's best prediction in seconds every single day for any store. Here, what makes it powerful? It doesn't just look at your past sales in isolation, it simultaneously combines your sales history, the local weather forecast, upcoming public and school holidays, and any promotions you're running, and blends all of that into a single day by day forecast for next 7 to 30 days. And the business case is real. Based on industry benchmarks, AI assisted demand forecasting in a mid sized retail chain can recover hundreds of thousands of dollars in lost sales, cut perishable wastage by up to half, and free up significant working capital that's currently tied up in overstock. We are talking potentially over $1 million a year or for a 50 store chain. So let's see how it actually works. This is the live dashboard. No installation, no training needed. Anyone on the team opens this in a browser and instantly sees what's coming. On the left side, there's a simple slider to choose how confident you want to forecast to be. We'll come back to that in a moment. At the top, your four headline numbers. The peak demand days tells you which day to prepare maximum stock and staffing for. The lowest demand day, a great day to schedule deliveries, maintenance, and training instead. The average daily forecast, your baseline for ordering the average uncertainty, basically how much you should trust this forecast. Below 10% is excellent. Above 20% means take a closer look manually. This is the heart of dashboard, the forecast chart. The dark blue line in the model's best estimate of sales for each of the next 14 days. The shaded blue band around it is the confidence range, the zone where actual sales are expected to fall 95 times out of 100. And see the red star, that's the peak demand day. In this example, a Saturday with sales 61% above average. That's the single most important day to prepare for. Now, here's something most forecasting tools don't give you, a confident band. If the band is narrow, the model is saying, I'm quite sure about this. If it's wide, maybe it's a holiday weekend or unusual weather. The model is honestly telling you this ones are harder to predict. Build in a buffer. That's not a weakness, that's the system being honest with you. So you can make a smarter call. And this is where it goes from interesting chart to actionable tool. The dashboard automatically generates plain language alerts. A restock alert tells you exactly which day to prepare for and even suggests a buffer amount. A high uncertainty warnings flags specific days where you might want extra safety stock, and an overstock risk warning tells you which day to scale back your perishable orders, directly reducing waste. In real scenarios, this has translated to a store manager avoiding a weekend stockout and saving over £3,000 in a single weekend. A fresh food buyer cutting bakery wastage nearly in half, an operations manager optimizing staff schedules without adding headcount, and the marketing team planning a promotion with a data backed forecast, improving sell through from a 78% to 91%. So, what's actually going on under the hood? Without the jargon, this runs on a type of AI called a transformer. It's the same family of technology that powers tools like ChatGPT, except instead of understanding language, it's been adapted to understand patterns in numbers over time. It looks at years of daily sales and learns things like sales always jump the Friday before a holiday, or rain cuts footfall by X%. And critically, this model gives two answers, not one. The first is the point forecast, the single best guess. The second is the answer, how wide the range around that guess should be. That second part, what turns a simple guess into a business ready risk decision. It's the difference between a fortune teller and a risk analyst. What you've seen is a fully working proof of concept running on standard laptop. So how does a business take this forward? There's a clear four-phase roadmap. Phase 1, month 1 to 3, scale it across multiple stores and connect it directly to your existing systems. SAP, Oracle, Shopify. So there is zero manual data. Phase 2, months 4 to 6. Go from store level forecast down to individual product level forecast, adding signals like competitor pricing and foot traffic. Phase 3, months 7 to 9. Close the loop, connect the forecast directly to your purchase ordering system with a human approval step for anything above a certain threshold. That means near zero manual ordering for your standard product lines, freeing your buyers to focus on exceptions and supplier relationships. And phase 4, months 10 to 12, the system retrains itself weekly on a new sales data, so accuracy keeps improving month after month automatically. Now, to be fair, no forecasting system is perfect. It can't predict black swan events, pandemics, a competitor suddenly opening next door, a viral social trend. That's why we always recommend keeping a manual override and reviewing forecasts more closely during unusual news cycles. Think of this as a powerful co-pilot for your decision making, not a fully hands-off autopilot. The goal is to take the heavy lifting of your team's plate while keeping humans firmly in control of the big calls. So to wrap it up, every business that holds inventory faces the same weekly headache. Order too late, order too little, lose sales. Order too much, waste money. The predictive demand engine takes your sales history, blend it with weather, holidays, and promotions, and gives you a clear, honest, day by day forecast, complete with a confidence range and plain English recommendations. If you would like to see this running on your own store's data or want to understand how this fits into your existing system, reach out. I would like to walk you through a live demo with your numbers. And if you found this useful, subscribe for more practical real world AI builds like this one. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.